Hello, Mrs. Filchner and Mrs. Yohn's class. I'm so happy you could join me for music class today. I'm so stoked for today, guys. As you can see, we're in a different place than we were last virtual music class. We are actually in my kitchen because we are going to have some kitchen musical experiments today, okay? All right, so you may be thinking, wait, why is Mrs. Hollenberg in a kitchen? What's she doing there? Well, this just goes to show that there can be music found everywhere. So I'm going to show you some examples of some musical instruments that I found in my kitchen. And then I have a little challenge for all of you. So my first one, I have two spoons. Of course, these reminded me of our rhythm sticks that we played because I can tap them together and it kind of sounds like our rhythm sticks. Okay, so that's one that I found. Another one I found, I borrowed this from my husband. This is a bag of Chex Mix, and I can shake it like a maraca. You have to make sure it's either clipped or closed for this so it doesn't go flying everywhere. But this is like my maraca. And then my last one, I'm going to use a different spoon. This is kind of like a hint for what's coming next is I'm going to take a little jar and I'm going to take a metal spoon and just lightly tap it against the jar. So those are some examples that I found in my kitchen. I have a challenge for you. I want you to find 3 items in your kitchen that you can create music on. Okay, and I cannot wait for you to share when we are back face to face in school. So again, three or 2 items in your kitchen that you can make some music on. Okay, and if you want to find your favorite song to jam out to, go for it. So I'm gonna have you pause this video and then come on back because I have a really cool experiment that I'm gonna have us do. Okay, all right, ready, set, pause this video and go find stuff. All right, like I said, I cannot wait to see what you all found in your kitchens. You guys are always so creative. All right, friends, well, I'm gonna move this stuff to the side because I'm gonna need a little bit of space. I found this really cool experiment online that I wanna try with you. Reason why I figured it'd be perfect to do virtually because it might get a little messy in school. If you want to do the experiment along with me, you are more than welcome to. I did put a link to the video explaining the whole experiment down below. So you can either follow along with me or if you wanna watch that video, go for it. They do add food coloring to theirs. That's the one difference. I did not add food coloring to mine, but that's okay. Or if you just want to watch and see Mrs. Hollenberg do the experiment, that's cool too. But what the experiment is we are going to be using my little jars here, and we are going to be creating kind of like a xylophone using only the jars and some water. So I'm gonna change my screen here so you won't see me, you won't see my face, but you'll still hear me. So I have 4 jars here and I'm going to use my same spoon again and I'm just going to tap on all 4 of the jars. Okay, so if you were listening carefully, all 4 of those jars had about the same pitch. Okay, now I'm going to add some water to each of these. So I'll start off with this one. I'm right by my sink, so if you hear the water, that's why. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of water in there, so about that much. I'm going to fill this one probably like halfway. A little bit more. There we go. You see how that one's a little bit fuller. This one, I'm going to fill pretty high up, not all the way though. Okay, they're getting taller with each jar. And then this last one, I'm going to fill pretty much all the way to the top. Okay, So it's kind of looking like a little bit like a stairs because they're getting higher as we go forward. And now, like I said, in the video that I will link below, they do add food coloring. You can if you would like, but you do not have to, okay? Now, I'm going to take my same spoon and have a listen to how they are going to sound different. I'll start over here. Ready? Whoa! I'm going to do that one more time. Ready? I'll do it backwards. So if you're listening carefully, they have different pitches this time. The one over here sounded different than the one over here. Okay, can you listen one more time and tell me if the pitches are getting higher or lower? Listen one more time. Ready? They're getting lower. So the more water that you add to the jar, the lower the pitch is going to be. And the one that had the least amount of water, that had the highest pitch. Okay, so I'm going to turn my screen over again. Let me get my jars out of the way here. So that is just a really fun experiment. And if you have, I only used 4 jars, or cups. If you want to use more, absolutely. We know our xylophone has 8 pitches on it, sometimes even more. So if you want to use as many jars and fill it in different amounts of water, go for it, okay? All right, so for the remainder of class, I'm going to kind of set you free. Like I said, I did link below the video, another video explaining our musical water experiment. I also have, because I know a lot of friends wrote to me on Seesaw saying how much they loved it, I have our Blob Opera again that you can play around with. And I also have, oh, excuse me. I also have a really cool video. If you're like me, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Love Harry Potter. And they are going to have 2 people who are playing. It looks like a bunch of glasses like ours, like we did, but they're made out of crystal. And they're going to, let me use one with less water in it. And it's not going to work on this one because this one's not made out of crystal. But if you get a glass that is made out of pure crystal, if you wet your finger and rub it on top, it's going to create a sound. It's going to sound like a pitch. And just like we did, depending on how much water they have will depend on what note they're playing. So they are going to be playing all on the glasses, the Harry Potter theme song, okay? So like I said, those are the 3 activities. I have Blob Opera, I have the experiment if you want to watch again, and I have our Harry Potter, okay? All right, friends, I hope you have a great week. I will see you all. I'm so excited for next week because fingers crossed we will get to see each other face to face, okay? All right, Mrs. Hollenberg out. See you later.